Take it easy, Randy. It's okay, buddy. I'm here. Good evening. How are you, brother? Did you send that record out yet? All right, why don't you guys get settled in? We only got a couple people in here yet. I'm going to get things situated, and then I'm going to knock over my computer. That'd be fun, right? All right. Nick, what's happening, brother? Oh, man, Nick's in the house. Randy's in the house. You guys ready to hear some killer fucking music? Because I got some killer shit fucking lined up. Royce, what's up, brother? Good evening. I enjoyed your stream last night. Songs related to war, written around the idea of war. I liked it. But I was watching on my TV and I couldn't bleep bloop down in the comments. But very good subject. I dig it. So, yeah, fuck it. We got enough people in here. How's everybody doing, okay? Everybody chilling out? Everybody feeling good tonight? You ready to check out some killer music? Let me show you what I got lined up. Oh, yeah, by the way, Randy. Look at that. Look at this fucking shirt. Look what I just picked up. You got the tie-dye version, brother? I bet you don't. Anyway, let me show you what I got lined up. We got a combination going on tonight. We're going to do some stoner. We're going to do some jam-related stoner kind of stuff. We're going to dig into some of those riffs, those 4/4 riffs that they take on about a half fucking hour ride. We're going to dig into some depressing pop hits by a guy called Rob Crow. Anybody know Rob Crow? Hey, Bobby. Good evening, brother. Big brother Bobby's in the house. It's good to see you guys. It's been a while. I had to take a little break. You got to kind of reset. Get stagnant. You know, you don't want to push it. You don't want to push it. So I back off for a while, and everybody's fucking streaming, so I let them do the deal. Then I jump back in when I'm feeling motivated again. So I'm feeling motivated. I'm going to play you guys some killer shit. I picked out some good stuff. So tonight we're going to start out with the kings of long-winded 4/4 riffage, Earthless. And this is Sonic Prayer. And we're going to bust out a side of Sonic Prayer to start us off. Really good appetizer, kind of gets you all wet and ready to go for the next session. We got Earthless, so we're going to play side one off of Earthless. Ron, good evening, brother. I know Ron probably knows Earthless. You know Earthless, man? Of course you do. Of course you do. So we're going to play side one of Earthless. And then, check this shit out. I know I posted this shit on Instagram not too long ago. This is my OG copy of Fuzz. And this has, yes, it has the fuzz. It is fuzzy. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to do side one or side two. So, we're going to bust out some fuzz. And then, I'm not sure what the order that I'm going to go with these guys. Then we've got some Rob Crow. Anybody know Rob Crow? If you know Pinback, if you heard of Pinback, or 80 other fucking projects this guy's in, you'd know Rob Crow. Deceptively simple artwork, but very deep and very math-based. He's a big math rock kind of guy. He has a real zeal for math and breaking shit up and making it interesting. Then I got a little bit of DC-based math rock. John, good evening, my man. How are you? It's great to see you, man. What up, High Def? I'm sorry I forgot your name. You could put it in there. I'll remember it next time, I promise. So then we're going to bust out with some DC-based math rock. This band is called Farrakhet, A View from This Tower. And this is more of that math rock-based kind of stuff. Trio. I believe they're a trio. Yeah, they're a trio. 3 guys. Pretty killer. And then we'll see what's going to happen after that. maybe we'll have a little chat. Maybe you guys will come up and hang out with me and keep me company after we get some tunes going. So on that note, I'm going to put on side one, Earthless. If you guys just popped in, we're going to put on Earthless, side one. Yes, it is a Discord band. You're absolutely right, Nick. And you're probably the closest person to ever realizing who that band actually is, but they are fucking killer. So I'm going to put on side one. Guys, let me know if it sounds okay. I think I got everything dialed in right now. I'm going to kick back, go grab myself something to drink and something to smoke. You guys do the same. Sit back. We're going to spend about a couple hours together hanging out and shit with music, and then, you know, if we're motivated, we'll talk a little while. How's that? So get your talking pants on, as I say. And here we go, guys. It's really good to see you. It's been a while since I've been around. I've been watching you guys in the shadows, of course, and feeling good and motivated to come back again and hang out with you fucks. So let's get it on. Yeah. Shit, yeah, dude. Yeah, so, here it is. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I don't know if you can see. It's just got a little bit of black in it. I don't know if you can still hear me. It just has a little bit of black in it, not much, and it's pretty clear. Pretty clear. I call it a candy red, and it sounds pretty good for red. I mean, solid color. It doesn't always sound good, but I've had a lot of luck with clear color, candy colors. They don't seem to be as loaded up with an actual pigment, as opposed to this kind of hue or, you know. So, yeah, that's Earthless. I don't know if you can still hear me because I put the mic down. Can you still hear me talking? So that is Earthless Sonic. That's Earthless Sonic Prayer. And yeah, this is like the epitome of this kind of shit. You put this on, you set it and forget it. Flip it over, the same exact thing on the other side. Yep. No, I didn't sit on a fudge sickle, Bobby. Thank you. But I appreciate you staring at my ass. Thank you. I'll take what I can get. If I got to smudge a little fudge sickle on the back of my pants to get looked at, so be it. Okay. Next up, I feel like kind of continuing with that, although I could head into the math rock kind of. We could just jump right into some fucking math rock, right? Would you rather hear some math rock next, or would you rather hear a little bit of fuzz next? I'm going to give you a minute there to go ahead and let me know what you want to hear next, because we're going to hear it all. We're going to hear all like 4 sides of these 4 albums I got picked out. But the order isn't really crucial. I'll let you choose for me. This is an OG fuzz. This actually has the fuzz. This is all fuzzy. Anyone have fuzz? Anyone have the first fuzz? I don't hear it talked about a whole lot. And it's a great fucking album. This is something I think John may even get into because it's really fucking garagey. It's, I'd say more than jammy, it has a garage sound. Like, it may be jam, but I'd call it, production-wise, I'd say it's like a garage. It's open, it's got kind of reverb going, the vocals are kind of, they're bouncing around left and right. So, we got 1 vote. Chris from Record Talk wants to hear Farrakhet next. So let me show you Farrakhet. And then if we get 2 more votes, we'll see what one wins. This is Farrakhet. DC-based math rock. Trio. They got a lot going on. They are very, very technical. I fucking love Farrakhet. I'm not a big fan of the albums that came after because it's like they had this in mind for a long time before they actually recorded this album. And subsequent LPs, I'd say they're reaching a bit. It's still cool, but it's a bit formulaic. I think after this is kind of making a statement. Subsequent albums, I say, are more trying to lean more towards what they invented right here. So, since we got 2 votes, we got 1. Oh, wait a minute. All right, we're going with fuzz. Chris from Record Talk, don't worry, because we're going to play Farrakhet next. We're going to do one side of fuzz. Let's do I Need a Wingman. Okay. So, again, clear. They had a few variants of this when it came out. They had black in this and a red and black and a white, I think. I don't remember actually. So, another clear with black splatter, but clear. and I've got good. I have very good luck sound-wise with clear or candy colors, as I spoke of a little bit earlier. Yes, you're absolutely right, Sean. Ty Segall does play drums in Fuzz, and he sings. And if you know Ty Segall, you know exactly how far this guy spreads his wings. Big time. This guy is all fucking over the map. The only guy I think that has more projects than Ty Segall would be Rob Crow. And if you don't know anything about Rob Crow, check him out, because I'm going to play some Rob Crow later on. And I hope you dig it, because it's some melancholy stuff, but it's math rock driven. It has a lot of it's very complex. For its simplicity, when you listen to it, you'll hear it's actually very complex. But for now, oh, by the way, Sean, there's a recent set by Fuzz on YouTube. I think it's only a month old, maybe. They just did a recent set outside on like a deck. It was pretty cool, and they sounded fucking awesome. So this is In the Red on the In the Red label, and I'm just going to bust out side one because I like the intro on side one. So let's bust out side. Do I want to do side one? I think I want to do side one because I like it. I want you to hear the intro, how it comes in, and then we're going to play some Farrakhan after that. Having said that, thanks for coming out and hanging out tonight, guys, on a Wednesday, on a Monday, and President's Day or whatever the fuck that means anymore. I'm not sure what that even means. When other countries celebrate the same day, is it really the same fucking thing? I don't know. I don't care. We're going to do side one on Fuzz. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Sit back, relax, get baked, because that's exactly what I'm going to fucking do. Already on board, already rolling, the ball's rolling. Side one, Fuzz, enjoy. And Bobby, quit staring at my ass. Damn. I almost want to jump right to side two with that motherfucker, man. Come on. God damn, that is good. Man, we may have to come back. I think we're going to have to come back to that again. But I want to play that Farrakhet. I want you guys to check out some of this Farrakhet. Man, what do you think? Fucking badass, man, right? I'm always late when it comes to you, Bobby. Bobby is high. He goes to sleep high. He wakes up high. Bobby's got the life of a fucking stoner. That's why I know he loves shit like Fuzz and Earthless and fucking Sleep. How can you be a stoner and not like that kind of shit? You know what I mean? You set it and forget it. Especially like Dope Smoker. Shit like that. Man, you just put that shit on in the background and just get fucking baked. All right, so that was self-titled Fuzz. Now, if Chris is still here, Chris, I hope you're still hanging out, because now we're going to change it up. This is a change up. This is not stoner. This is not. This is math rock, but it's fucking cool. It's cool. Trust me, this is cool. And yeah, Nick, if you're here, here's a label right here. It is a. Nick asked me if it's a Discord label, and it is Discord. It is on Discord, and I've had this for a long time. Back when it first came out, you could only get it on CD, I believe. At least I found it on CD back in the day, and I was really happy to find this on vinyl. I don't know, probably got it 5 years ago or so. Glad to have it. So this is a change up. This is gonna be different than what we just listened to. But that's what I'm about. I want to change it up a little bit, keep you guys on your toes. So we're going to go with, I'm just going to go straight up with side one. I don't remember if side two is actually better, but there are a few songs on side one I'd like you to hear. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out. It's only 9:30, man. We're only in this for under an hour so far. And so shit, man, if things keep going and, you know, the powers that be stay away for a little bit longer, I'll bust out side two on Fuzz a little bit later after I knock these couple more sides out. So sit back and, yeah, get fucking high, man. Get baked. Whatever you're doing, pour another one, pack another one, light up another one, chew up another one. Whatever you're doing, do another one. Let's do it. Open up your mind. Let this shit in, man. Don't be too judgy right off the bat. Just absorb it.
Away. sink to retrieve and spread position, ideology, no substance. What's in a word? Deserves no
Yeah. What'd you think of that? Did that surprise you, or were you unimpressed? Let me know. I'm curious what you're thinking. I like it. And as you can tell with Farrakhet, they don't just stay in like the whole math rock, look at me and what I can do, technical edge of the knife. You know, you've got cello and you've got strings in the background and very gentle chord progressions. It's very mature. It starts off as immature and look at me and finishes off extremely mature, and you've almost taken a journey with them in their maturity in the band. It's pretty cool. So, what should I play next? I could go in the same kind of vein. This is less, I'd call this lo-fi, but just as technical. I don't know that you guys can handle that right now. But what I was thinking is maybe I could play side 2 of Fuzz. That's honestly what I got in mind. So I'm going to play side 2. I'm busting out Fuzz again. And then we can hang out and chat, man. Because guess what? That shit is kicking in. I'm getting high. So I want to hear side 2 of Fuzz. And I know you do. You wouldn't be here, right? You're just waiting for me to go back to Fuzz. I'm going back to Fuzz. We're going to do side 2 on Fuzz. That's right. That's right. You didn't think I'd go back to it, did you? Did you? You thought I'd fucking puss out, didn't you? You thought I'd fucking cave in? Go to something simple and wind down the night. No! I'm not winding down anything. We're going side 2 at Fuzz, and then I'm inviting you people up. You're coming up to hang out with me after side 2 on Fuzz. So get your talking pants on. Come on. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. pick it up. I mean, if it's that cheap, pick it up just to have it. Who cares about the variant? I wouldn't give a fuck. Just buy it. As long as it sounds good, buy it. Well, side 2, right? Side 2 is fucking badass. That's probably twice as fucking powerful as side 1. But what a lead in, you know? This guy has this arc. You know, it's pretty cool. I dig it. Excuse me. So, I'm thinking maybe opening up the channels and bringing some people up. So, why don't we do that, man? I'll set up my mic and let me send out an invite. Why don't you come on up and hang out for a little bit? See what we can't get into. Who knows what happens when Bobby comes up, man? That guy. He's so non-PC, man. He scares me. Anyway, there it is. You're welcome, John. You're welcome to come up and hang out, too, if you want, man. I know I'm not Ryan Kidd, but you can still fucking come up and hang with me. You know, it's okay. I'm just fucking with you, John. You know, you can go to bed. It's okay. I don't mind. But yeah, there it is. Then maybe I'll put on a little background music and we'll just hang out, man. See what we can't get into. Come on, bring it on up. I'll be right back. Bring it. All right. Here we go. Oh, right. I know. You say some really racy shit when you're on his stream, John. Yo, what up, Kurt? Did I interrupt you in the middle of your meal? I mean, don't let me bother you, Randy. Take your time.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Breakfast of champions. Now pour some beer on them and you'll really impress me. So what's going on? What'd you think of Fuzz, Randy?
I liked it. You know, you talked about that a while back. And I went in and I had it on my want list and I waited too long for it, I think.
Apparently not. You can get one for like $40-$50, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised to see you picked up Fire for that cheap.
Yeah, that was
Was that OG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was sealed.
Wow. Yeah, I thought it was a lot more rare than I ended up finding out. But oh well.
But you're, from what I'm hearing, that fuzz you have is anywhere from $225 to $1,000.
You mean that one?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. The reissue is the cheap one, but the one you have is up there.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah,
I'd say it's probably first press.
right.
Yeah. Because I picked it up maybe a week after it came out in the store, sealed. It was cool.
Yeah, that's the way to buy them.
It's
At the
held
store.
up. You know how sometimes that fuzz kind of starts to degrade and fall off, you know? You kind of roll it around with your finger.
Yep.
Nah, this is good, man. I was telling Vance, it ended up in I have a, let me see if I can show you. I have like this travel case, you know, that I put a few LPs in when I go hang with my buddies and shit and want to bring some vinyl, you know?
Yeah.
So I got this, right?
Sweet.
You know, and I put a bunch of LPs in it and shit when I, you know, it's just kind of cool. Well, this ended up in the back of the closet, and then I had a bunch of LPs in front of it, and then there were some 45s in front of that, and then some 8-tracks. So I was cleaning, and there it was. And it wasn't only that; there's a bunch of other ones. You want to check this out, dude? I forgot. It's like when you leave money in your pants, like a lot of money, and then you find it, and you're like, "Holy shit!" Check this shit out. I had all this shit in that case. It must have been the last time I went to my buddy's house, and I filled the case full of shit to bring it there, probably to hang out, and completely forgot about it. So this is negative feedback generator. This is destruction unit. This is some really heavy, like noise punk. And this is a first press, like numbered, and it's got this wax seal on the back. Check this out. So it's got this outer sleeve that's folded around it. It's folded around the LP, and it's got this wax impression in the middle that you're supposed to try to break open to open it up. But I never broke it. I just slid it out. So let me show you. I don't want to pull it all the way out, but this is really good noise. If you can handle noise, this is pretty fucking good, Randy.
You broke the seal.
I didn't. I just slid it. I lubed it up and I slid it.
Ah, so you can sell that as new.
No, I played it.
If you're ever going to sell it, you probably won't.
No, not now. And then I had all these Baroness LPs. The Baroness, kind of heavy metal.
All this stuff was just tucked away.
It was in that fucking box. Like my travel box, man. Look. How did I forget? I have no idea. Second one.
I got a pretty good idea.
Look at that. The next, another one. I could probably send my kid to college with this shit right here. Community college, but college nonetheless.
Right.
This is Eagle Twin. This is shit you guys can talk about on Ryan's channel. This is punk and really loud. I call it more metal, proto punk, noise. They're both kind of noise. Negative feedback in this one. So all that shit was in that crate. And I don't know how long it's been sitting in there. So long that I forgot I even owned them. And then here we are, playing it tonight.
You probably forgot you even bought them.
Yeah, until you told me how much they are. Now I remember. I didn't. I just paid, standard.
Right.
I don't think I think I paid maybe 30 or 35, if I can remember. The other ones were like 20s. And that destruction unit was pretty expensive because that's like it's like one of like 70, I think, that they did with that 107 of 300. So there were 300 of them. And they wrote it down with that kind of gold ink pen,
Yeah.
paint pen.
Well, it's better than printing it out,
Yeah. Look who we got here. Bobby.
Take a dump, Bobby, in the green room.
I haven't had a dump in 40 years.
What? That's why he's so grumpy.
Full of shit.
All right, take it easy, Lisa. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. What's new, Bobby? What are you smoking?
I'm smoking the new stuff. Well, it's not new. It's actually, I've been smoking new stuff the last 2 months. And, stuff I bought and other stuff. And I went back to one of the plants that I grew all year long, right? The sort of secondary one that wasn't as good as the other. And I smoked it. And
That's right. You just didn't inhale as much.
No, I got to switch it around. If I'm smoking the same thing all the time, you kind of get used to it, right?
Yep.
And sometimes I mix them. So a lot of times I'll take two different types of pot and I'll mix them. And believe it or not, the high is higher than either one on its own. It's weird. I don't know. Might be in my head. I don't give a shit. If it works, it works.
I like Bobby. He goes right in. He knows what he wants, man.
Right.
There's no gradual, like, let's just hang. It's like, boom.
Well, how else are you going to be? Pussyfooting around? Fuck.
Yeah, it takes me a half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm already high as hell now, so I'm good.
You had that gummy, right? Just one of them?
Yes, Bob, just one, man.
I might check them out just to see what the hell, how high you get on them, right? Because I'm always looking for the super high. And them gummies, though, if you're only taking maybe one a week or two a week or something
It
like
depends,
that.
though, because those gummies they make the big ones, and
Yeah, you can get all kinds, man. You can get crazy shit. These are like, 50 milligrams a piece, maybe,
Well, THC potency is what I'm concerned about, is what I'm looking for. The milligrams and crap like that. I ain't a chemist. I don't know what none of that means, right? I just know the percentage of THC and what I'm ingesting.
what do you like? What percentage, Bobby?
Well, anything under 25% is pedestrian to me.
You know what I'd say? My guess would be for Bobby, the first time, he's a heavyweight. I'd say 100 milligrams right off the bat.
500 mil.
No, I think 100, and then you'll find out in a half an hour if you want more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Bobby probably pounding 200-300, actually.
Half an hour? You got to wait a half an hour for a buzz?
You can smoke weed the whole time. You don't have to wait. It kind of hits you like if you're taking a pill, it hits you like kind of in the body instead of your head.
Well, I remember the old days. They had, pills and raw THC. It was kind of pink. That stuff got you, pretty wasted, actually. They turned it into a chemical, the THC, and they were pretty good highs, actually. But I think they had a little, other stuff mixed in with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I couldn't tell you how many times I've smoked stuff where I knew it was just something was in it, where my heart's beating out of my chest and shit.
They put all kinds of shit on grass.
You know what kind of people talk like that, Bobby? The weekend chewers, man. They just should stay away from that shit. You're going to shoot a nail through your foot, Randy. Be careful.
That's right.
You want me to live stream when I eat it, eh? Nah.
That would be it.
When you get stoned, you got to be among friends, and you guys.
Yeah, it's like a reaction video, but it'll be a reaction video, but the peanut gallery will be the ones watching.
More shit into the comments.
Can you imagine what a peanut gallery would do? They'd really fuck him up if he was kind of susceptible to that kind of input.
Not really. No. I'd be all over your head. Everything would be going over your fucking head.
Hey, Bobby, who just walked behind you? There's an alien peeking through your window, man.
Bobby can handle it. He can handle some heavy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I never been, I did drugs, did them all for a long time, a long time ago. And I never got so high or stoned that I couldn't get back into control or anything like that. I was pretty careful about that kind of shit. But you build an immunity, right? And what you're taking, other people can't, believe me.
Right. I mean, Randy's eating 25 milligrams like once, a month, probably, right?
Well, my brother, he makes pot cookies and stuff like that, right? Or people give them to him, or I've had them give them to me, right? Brownies or whatever, right? And he tells me he makes these big cookies like that, right? And he says, just take a third or a quarter, Bobby, right? I'm sitting here on the thing. I eat a whole fucking one, right? And I know when you ingest it, it takes a half an hour, 45 minutes for it to get into your system, right? So I'm waiting 45 minutes, an hour, nothing still, right? So I need another one, right? And I'm
Here we
telling you,
go.
no, this is no bullshit.
This
I
is how
got a
it
little
starts.
bit high on it, a little bit high.
What up,
But
Ryan?
it gave me a stomach ache, is what it gave me.
That's like that Fred Dobbs was at Brian stream or something. I can't remember who came in there and they were wondering. Oh,
Evening, Ryan.
it was Sarasota Joe. And Joe was gonna buy some edibles and he was asking everybody, and Fred's like, just get a 500 milligram bar. And he was being serious because he says that's what he eats in a night, you know. And I'm like, Joe, no. If you're just starting out on it, you know, start off at like 20, 30 maybe.
Well, I've never seen anybody freak out on pot.
No.
Chemicals many times, but I've never seen anybody so goddamn high they freak. They get
Everybody
all.
freaks out though. You just can't see it because they don't know what to do. You
Oh,
know?
they're
They're
fucked up. Yeah, oh,
distracted.
yeah, they're fucked up in the head. They're fucked up in the head, but they just sit there, right?
Right.
They're so screwed up. They just sit there. They
Yeah,
can't
they're too-
injure themselves. They can't injure nobody else. They're just, they're like this, right? Oh yeah, I've seen that. Rookies.
Yeah.
I know I had a buddy of mine. He was 10 years older than me, and he started playing golf with me and another friend of mine going to tournaments. And he started hanging around with a younger girl, right? He was married too, and she was a pot smoker, and he wanted me to get him some hash, right? And I look at him, I said, "What? Are you serious?" Right? He says, "I don't like getting dope for guys that never did it before." He was like in his late 40s, right? And so he says, "Hey, come on, Bobby," like he laid it on me, right? Okay, right. So I buy him a quarter ounce of this really nice black Afghani hash, right? And I give it to him.
It's
3 or 4 days later,
this guy.
he comes in the bar, he sees me, he comes running over to me. He says, Bobby, he says, I was with, what's her name, and I smoked some of that hash and nothing happened. And I looked at him because it was good hash, right? And for me, good hash. And I look at him and I says, "What are you kidding me?" And he says, "No, honest to God, I was really disappointed." And I says, "Have you got it with you?" And he says, "Yeah." And I says, "How much did you smoke?" And he goes, "Well, just a little bit like that, right?" And I look at him. No, I laughed at him. I said, "I'll show you how to smoke this shit." So I took him out to my station wagon, and I got into the front seat, and on the dash, the dash, I took the hash and I got my Zippo lighter, and I heated it all up so I could crumble up a whole bunch, right? And when I started crumbling it up and putting it on the dash, she went, "Oh my God," he says, "I only used just a very tiny little thing like that." And I had it like, half of a cigarette. And then I put tobacco in it. I rolled it up. I lit it up and I handed it to him. I says, "Now smoke that." So he went puff, puff. I says, "Inhale it, inhale it." He inhaled it. After 2 puffs, he was blasted, right? I left him in the car. I left him in the car. I says, when you straighten out, come back, put that out. I buttered it after, we each had a couple of hits, right? And I said, put it in the ashtray. I says, when you straighten out, put that in your pocket, and then come on back in, right? He was out there for another 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't like giving pot or drugs or anybody, newbies and stuff like that. I've seen too many people go over the deep end with it, right? Not the pot though, right?
Not the pot.
No. That was pretty funny. He was an oil burner mechanic. Fixed furnaces. Had a contract with all the Texaco gas stations in southern Ontario.
Well, he sure couldn't handle his fucking hash, that's for sure.
He was a Scotchman, and he could drink a Scotch whiskey.
There you go. Saskatchewans, right, Randy? What the fuck?
Well, it takes practice, for Christ's sake.
Those dang Saskatchewans.
It's going to be in the 40s tomorrow here and rain all tomorrow morning. Get rid of that. We got snow up to here, right?
Are they talking about
It
another
was 60
big?
here today, man.
I thought I heard on the news in the background that another big snowstorm's brewing.
Yeah, and another right after the good warm weather, another goddamn cold front, and maybe some more snow is going to come.
Yeah, they're saying like
Like it used to
24
be.
inches.
Yeah, could be.
Are you kidding me?
No,
I already been
Depends where you are.
out twice this year. Fucking
it's in
riding.
Montana, that area right now. So it's coming across, the northern states.
Man, you guys suck. It's going to be 70 here on Wednesday, man.
Yeah, it was warm today. Everything melted from the last snow
Bobby,
we got.
I already been out riding, Bob. Twice.
Yeah, I'm getting pissed off. I'm looking at my parking spot. I'm in a triplex, and there's 3 parking spots, garages in the back here, the triplex, and so my scooter's away, right? But I swear to God, 7 feet high piled snow because they're coming in and clearing all the snow, and it's my whole goddamn drive, parking spots all fucking got 7 feet of snow. It won't melt. So even though everything's going to be melted, my spot's still going to be there, right?
Right.
I don't shovel snow, right?
You'll have that last piece of ice sitting in your driveway like in May or June.
No, actually, it gets sun all morning and half the afternoon in the springtime, right? I used to the first time I put the pot plants out there. Remember the pictures, Randy? That's where I had it. Was in that section there because it got sun.
Right.
In the springtime, gets sun all the goddamn time, right?
Bobby,
And
what did you
that plant grew 7 or 8 feet. That one.
so how many plants you had outside? 3 that were next to that fence line?
Well, I had 2.
All right, so
The year
what did
before I had 3. All 3 turned into males, so I cut down the first 2. I let the first one infect, the planet.
Right.
The last one.
So this year you got a couple. Last year you got 2?
Well, this last year I got 2. Right. What were they? Candy store, and that was good. That's good pot. I was surprised actually, right? And the other one was I don't know, blue velvet something or some sort of silly ass name, right? It was a smaller plant too, right?
What did you end up getting off them when you were done?
Well, how much you mean? The candy store I got maybe half a pound, which is pretty good, right?
Nice.
And
Wow.
the other one half that, or maybe a little more.
Well,
Pills.
if you planted 3 of them and 2 ended up female, that's pretty good fucking odds, man.
No. I only planted 2 that were female, but they were clones, is what they were. The year before, the 3 that I planted the year before that were all males, they were seeds.
So you used the
What?
seeds
They were
from
like
the male
eight
last year?
seeds. What?
The seeds from the male last year is what you used to make the clones?
No. I've got lots of
Well,
sources.
explain yourself. You're being vague. The people want to know.
They want to know. Oh fuck.
So where'd the clones come from?
Oh, I got a buddy who makes them. Right? You can order them on the internet. Clones, believe it or not. They sell everything up here in Canada now, right? You can't import seeds though. They won't let you import seeds. I tried to import some seeds from Amsterdam for this year, and then I find out our Canadian government won't let seeds come in from any goddamn place. So
Can't
I'll have to
find
get a buddy
seeds
to go to
anywhere.
Amsterdam.
They don't even sell pot with seeds in them anymore. They
No.
want that stuff. They don't
If you
want
find a seed, you're pretty lucky, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got pot in Amsterdam that's 60-70% for Christ's sakes, and higher actually. I mean, just knock your socks off, right? I got a buddy who used to be an importer, right? And he goes to Amsterdam. Well, not as much as he used to, but he tells me about it. He sends me postcards of the red light district, the real sloppy horse sitting under a red light and a picture window right on the.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit, right? The pictures he sends me.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen I haven't been there, but I've seen the videos of it. It's just crazy. The broads are just right in the picture window, like you said.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the
Come on
Go-Go
in.
Dancers here in Toronto, they used to, the first coffee houses in the village, that's what they were like, too.
Yeah. I remember going down on Young Street back in, oh, geez, it had to have been early 90s. And we were walking down, and they got the big posters right in the window down there. I'm like, man, this would be a cool place to come back to.
Can you hear me okay now? Switch my mic.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Can
we
you hear
were
me?
getting an echo there for a second or two.
No, I got it fixed now, yeah.
Well, it's not echoing now.
No, it's all fixed. Ryan's the only one. He's the guy with the mic. I'm gonna let him keep that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to step on Ryan's toes or anything. He's got that like nailed down, that whole microphone thing.
Ryan? Who's Ryan?
Ryan Kidd, they do a show, him and Dr. October.
We were on his stream, I don't know when that was, a few months back, and I think he took over for Dr. October. I think Dr. October was at his mom's house or whatever. So Ryan handled the stream, and he was talking the whole time, holding the mic, and it wasn't on.
It's like fucking half the show.
Oh, that was great.
So what's new, Randy? Any new wax?
You know, not really. Oh, yeah, I did get some stuff. Forgot about that. Hold on.
What'd you get?
What did I get? I got some Garage, Ugly Ducklings, Cheat Nasties, Adam Roth, the Rockin' Ramrods.
Now, don't turn this into a punk garage show, please.
No. And I got.
What? You don't like punk or garage music, Biz?
It's limited. My like of it is limited. Yeah. I don't like it.
What you play is what I call hard hitting heavy metal or heavy rock or whatever the fuck it is, right? Randy, he's all over the place with the heavy stuff, some of it, but not as heavy as yours. But like the Psych in the Garage, Randy's aces for that kind of shit.
Right? Hold on, Randy. Let me
This is some
Ugly Ducklings.
Psych.
I know that band. Yep.
Yeah. And then there's this one. This is Houston 70s hard rock. Hooker. And then Magi.
It's not Magi, it's Magi.
Is it Magi?
That's how it's pronounced.
It says right here.
So it's pronounced Magi, believe me.
Pronounced. Yeah, I guess it is Jai, not G. Yeah, Magi.
What is it?
It's first time authorized reissue Rust Belt hard rockers. So they're in the Rust Belt here in the US. 76.
Hey, how you doing, Jenny?
And then this one here. Have you heard this one?
What's happening, JJ? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Oldest professional music company. This is pretty good. This is what is it? Yeah, 1970. Psychedelic folk, drugged out, spacey guitar.
Cookie Queen in the house. Jenny. Hi, Jen. What happened?
Where'd Randy go?
I think you pushed the wrong button, maybe.
No, I didn't. Don't accuse me of that. You don't know that for a fact.
No, I don't know nothing.
Hold on. I don't know what I just did, actually. Hold on.
Look in the green room.
Hold on. Trying. There he is.
Yeah.
Did I kick you out? Did I kick you out, Randy?
Yeah, I think so.
He denied it, though, Randy. He denied
I'm
it.
sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I was talking about that.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, Copper.
I was talking about that last album. The next thing I look at,
Wasn't me,
Aaron's sitting there, man.
Man, come on, Bobby. Give me a break.
You denied it right off the bat, buddy. Oh, you're one of them, are you?
That's just how I roll, brother. You
He's
know.
up
But I
on the
didn't
board
know
like
I think of Bart. When I hear guys like you, I think of Bart Simpson. All of a sudden, the fish tank in the classroom is broken. The fish falls out on the floor, and it's dying. And all of a sudden, it's dead. And you see the yo-yo and the string going to Bart's finger, and he goes, "I didn't do it."
that was a Brother Brian move there, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With Sarasota Joe, he'd boot him out of there all the time.
Where is Joe? I'd like to kick him out right now. Come on up, Joe.
He's looking at his Bitcoin purchases. He's wondering whether to get in or get out. He's only got an eighth, though. I think when he bought in, it might have cost him only like $5,000 or something. Still, the stock market's a gamble. It's like going to the horse races.
Bitcoin's not even a stock market item. It's just
it's that kind of shit. When you're trading and stuff, it's it's when you're doing that kind of crap.
But there's no company behind it at all. It's just
no, you buy exactly right. Well, that's the problem,
Yeah. I don't trust it, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, currency is not the way the future is going to be, right? Eventually, it will be cards and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. It's Big Brother, man, 1984.
Yep.
Hopefully that it doesn't become so intrusive that, all your freedoms are gone and crap like that. Hopefully it's a help instead of a hindrance. But that's up to us, isn't it?
That's right.
Going back to work tomorrow, Randy?
I went today and I did what I had to do, and then I told him I'd go back tomorrow and put all the handles on the kitchen doors and stuff. And then the builder called tonight. He goes, "Oh, I got the tile guys there putting the backsplash on tomorrow." I'm like, "Well, that ain't gonna work. It can't work in the same area. Sucks." So day off tomorrow.
Nice.
Zero universe.
Yeah, we're kind of slow right now, but we do have stuff coming up though, So it's nice to chill out for a while. After a while, I feel guilty though,
Same here. I'm there right now, actually.
Yep.
I'm right at the point where, I'm just going to be starting to get busy again, but I feel weird. I'm trying to do shit around here to justify my time,
Right.
It's like, and you start to question like your fucking purpose, It's,
right.
Sounds like you guys are going to love retirement. It's a lot it's a lot better than working, I can tell you that.
I would love it.
I like working. I can't stand sitting around for too long.
I don't like thinking about retirement because
you don't have to sit around after you stop working. Christ, you find if you're active, you find you really don't have a whole lot of time. Really, you're busy. Now that you're free, everybody wants to, do things and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool, right?
It's too far away from me. I don't like thinking about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you like 60, Randy?
I wish.
It ain't that far away. How long do you think you could possibly hold out? Honest question, because I think about it too, doing what I do. And I think what I do is even more limited than what you're doing. I mean, we share in some of the same type of long-term injuries, like knees and up and down with the knees.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear because my knees are starting to hurt now,
I'll tell you right now, my brother's knees are both gone, and he climbed ladders, ever since he was a teenager, window cleaning.
Yeah.
right? And both of his knees now are pretty much gone. He had to quit. He wanted to work, getting money under the table and stuff like that for as long as he could. He loves the dollars, right?
Right.
And but he just couldn't do it no more, right?
Yeah, I
He's
mean, it's
lucky he
easy.
didn't fall. He's lucky he didn't fall and hurt himself, after he was 50 or something like that. Because once you reach a certain age, you get an injury when you're old, you don't come back 100%.
Right.
You're diminished with that injury. It's not like when you're a kid, you come right back, boy.
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell you
takes
that
you a
right
lot
now.
longer too.
Well, yeah, a lot longer, but you don't come back 100%.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when you're. I mean, I think when I was like 50 is when I started noticing like the aches and creeps and stuff like that. But 5 years later, it's like, damn. I mean, another 5 from now.
Oh,
I don't know
Jesus
if I'm
Christ,
making it.
Randy. Are you kidding me? You just talked about the year where you started feeling like shit, my year, and then you're predicting my future by 5 years.
No, I'm not
appreciate
saying it's bad by 55. I'm just saying it creeps up, and you can feel it more every day.
Yeah. You think
It's
one of
called
those?
old age. It's called old age.
Yeah.
No,
You
you know what it's called?
You
You know
have
what it's
to
called?
want to experience it.
In construction, when I was growing up, the older heads that taught you what to do would also resent the fact that you were young, and they'd force you to do shit the wrong way. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure they never told me about knee pads. They never told me about how to kneel right when you're working low.
Right.
And my kneecaps, have suffered because of it. I'm fucking sure, just as sure as when that motherfucker told me you always need a rag in your pocket. Put this rag in your back pocket. Well, he soaked it with fucking paint thinner, and it burned the shit out of my ass cheek. That motherfucker. So it's that kind of shit that makes me resent those fucking bastards for the shit they did to me.
Some guy did that to you. No kidding, eh?
That's just the kind of when I got into what I was doing at like 14. The guys that I was hanging with that were teaching me were like 60 to 70. They were on their way out.
Yeah. Same.
They
as
talked
mine.
about mixing paint with lead dust and all the pigments and shit on site. They were all hacking. They were half blind from lead poisoning. Their giant knees, and they couldn't see. And they were all drunk.
Yeah.
That happened to me only once. And I just went to college and got myself a burner license for furnaces. And I started with this company, and I was out with this guy. He was checking my, what I could do and shit like that. And then, so we're at a job, and he sends me down, first we're messing around the furnace, and then he sends me down to the furnace to pull out the relay, right? And I thought the furnace was turned off because it was turned off when we were working on it. But as he went back upstairs, the bastard turned the furnace back on. So when I pulled the relay,
Oh my god! That's like
and he was waiting at the corner of the stairs. He poked his head down and he says, "Always make sure that it's turned off the power."
What an asshole!
But that's how they were, man.
Sure it's turned off, right?
Yeah.
That's my whole point. Is that's just how it was. Like you weren't allowed to just be like an apprentice. You had to be hazed somehow.
When I was in the service, we had this new guy that came in, right? And they were picking on him a little bit, but they were cruel to him towards the end. But he had a hammer, right? And he'd take that hammer and he'd grip it like in the middle, so towards the top. And he's trying to pound it like this, the nail in. So my superintendent or the supervisor took the hammer from him, took it over to the saw and cut it off. He goes, "Here, you don't want to use the whole handle. That's all you're getting for now." But they also sent him down to the warehouse to get like a 25-pound box of toenails and a base cove ladder. So this guy goes down there, and he already called the warehouse. Just go along with it,
The board stretcher, right, Randy?
Right.
You got the board stretcher out of the back of the truck. I
Well,
looked
just
for a
gotta
half
get
an hour
it
from that
out.
fucking board stretcher. I went back in. I was like, "There's no board stretcher."
Right.
They're all fucking. I was half an hour. They paid me to fucking look for a board stretcher.
The best one I heard, my buddy, when he was working at McDonald's, his first day on the job, and it was like a Friday night, and he's like, "What do you want me to do?" And he goes, "Go down in the basement and find the bag of sesame seed buns and start putting them on the buns, or not the sesame seed buns, but he said, get the bag of sesame seeds and start putting them on the buns, So he's down there looking for the sesame seeds for, they said like an hour. And then the boss comes down there, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he told him, and they, "Get your ass up there."
Hey, Dusty, you can come on up if you want, brother. It's cool, man.
Dusty.
I'll put the link out, man. I keep forgetting Dusty's a painter, man, and we could talk about painting,
Yeah, everybody's always, playing pranks on people. It's kind of fun, right? Hopefully nobody gets hurt or takes offense or shit like that, right? But it seems like the stupid ones get pranks played more than anybody else, right? You got to feel sorry for them.
I don't know if I told you that story. When I was over in the Philippines, we were building this firing range for the Marines, right? For the M60s and stuff like that. And it wasn't much. It was like some culvert tubes, but we had to put this cement coating on them and make them look good and all that crap. Build like an overhang, like at a gas station, so if it's raining. Well, anyway, we had to put these corrugated panels on that roof, and we're in this boom truck, right? And the chief just left. I feel old when I tell these stories because I feel like
You are
oldest, man.
You are. Don't worry about it.
But anyway, so this guy puts us up in the boom, and he's operating it from down low, and he takes the thing and he drops it, and then he jerks it back the other way. So this boom is just like shaking like this, right? Well, the chief is watching this through his rear view mirror, from when he's driving away, and he turns back around, and he came back and he took that guy by the ear, and what we heard is he put him on the plane back to Korea, like within half hour or whatever. But he was pissed off at him, because that's a big safety violation there, man. But that boom, I just got down in the bucket because we were strung out at about 65 feet up there when he did it. He just tipped it. It's kind of like a ride at a amusement park, And anyway, when he tipped it, I just got down in the bucket, put my hands over my head, man, because I thought we were gonna break off. I mean, that's how hard he was hitting it, It wasn't good.
I remember one time, I'm going to tell a fishing story. One time, this buddy that I used to fish with all the time, we were going up to a new spot for walleye, and he had to take his cousin's new boyfriend, and this guy had a Canadian Tire fishing outfit and all of that. We put him on the front of the boat, get him out of the way, right? And so we go out there, and we're going to just anchor because it's a new spot. We're going to fish the bottom with dew worms, great big 8-inch dew worms. Hook them behind the collar and let the pickerel pick them up, right? Fish and check that way first before we start trolling with lures. So we both hook up, toss over, and we catch, 1 or 2 fish each. And the guy in the back there, right, he hasn't even put a fish in the, thing in the water or anything else like that. And I turn around and I look, and the guy's got the worm, and he keeps putting the worm on, and the worm keeps slipping off. And he says, "This worm won't stay on, right?" And I says, "Well, just tie the worm into a knot." And, oh, God. So we're still fishing, 15 minutes later, all of a sudden the guy pipes up. We're smoking dope and drinking too, right? And the guy, and he didn't do either. And all of a sudden the guy pipes up and he says, "I keep tying these worms into a knot, but they keep slipping off." Because I turn around and sure enough, he had one in a knot. Let's go, and the worm on the thing and then drops onto the thing, right? That's how stupid this guy was, right? So I took the guy's hook, I picked up the worm, and I stuck it through the collar, and I threw the worm over the side, and I said, "There you go." But he spent a half an hour couldn't figure out that the hook went inside the worm, right? And he was not bright, right? Another time we took him fishing. It was trout fishing, and I was this farmer McDonald's property that I knew, right? It was river fishing, right? A creek going into a river. Big,
Crick.
big rainbows
Crick.
and brown trout and some speckled trout too. And I told these guys, listen, if you got to take a crap on this guy's property because it was all bush and stuff like that, I says, make sure you dig a hole and you bury it, right? Well, yeah, because the farmer told me that people come on his property and take a shit, and with him or his dog or whatever, right? So I come back to the to my station wagon about 11 o'clock in the morning, and he's there, all finished, the fishing and everything, and he starts talking to me and all of that. And he says, I had to take a crap. And I says, did you bury it? He says, no, I didn't. I what? He says, I'll show you. So he went over to his car, opened up the trunk, and in a plastic bag, he had shit in a plastic bag and wrapped it up and put it in his trunk. But the smell, because it was hot, it was late in the afternoon. The smell to wafted out of the trunk. I took a couple of steps back. Right. I said, okay, thanks. Some people, I don't know. Some people are.
That'd be good to keep in there all the time, And the cop says, "Hey, you mind if I search your car?" Not at all. Go ahead, man.
The game warden. Hey, what's in that bag?
Take a look. Take a look. You won't believe it. I brought my nephew painting with me a long time ago when he was young, and we were out on a remote job. No water, no porta potty, new construction, right, Randy? Nothing. The generator, if you want power, like we were out there. The kid's so fucking naive. At some point he asked me where he can go take a dump, and I told him, "Well, you got to feed bag it." He's like, "What?" I was like, "You got to feed bag. You got to get like a Wawa bag or like a convenience store bag. Them little ones they give you at the handles." I said, you got to wrap that around you. And you just got to squat down and you got to feed bag it. He was fucking mortified, man. He held that shit in all day, dude. He's like, I'm not feed bagging it, Uncle. I was like, feed bag it, man. It's all right.
Oh, that's great.
He held on to that turd like it was gold, man.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
He had that option. He couldn't handle that idea either.
That's funny.
Man. So yeah, you dig the fuzz. What'd you think of the music, Bobby? Overall, you like it?
Well, the first couple, okay, right? But some stuff later on, it's to me it was kind of I heard it before, only it's just just a little different,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all rock and roll to me,
Yep. There you go. Honest assessment. It has been done, sure. There's little bits of stuff that hasn't been done also. So that's
yeah. Well, actually, that really technical stuff, right? That was was sort of reminding me of maybe Gentle Giant or maybe some jazz shit, something like that. That and that doesn't impress me, right? When it gets all funky like that, that's over my head, right? I don't know one note from another, right? Or, one pedal from another pedal or anything like that, right? The only thing I know about music is what's happening with my ears, right? And they're going deaf anyhow, right? I got my everything turned up high because I don't have my hearing aids in right now.
I think for what they do, it's pretty palatable considering what they're doing. Like there are melodies. It's like there are melodies in it, so you don't have to just get caught in the numbers. You know what I mean?
I'm not an easy person to please, Aaron, when it comes musically and stuff like that, right? And I got to say, out of all the channels, most of the shit you play, I enjoy an awful lot more. Now, Patrick's channel, to me, he plays an awful OAR kind of rock and rolly stuff, right? Your stuff is much more interesting. First place, it's newer to me, right, than what I hear on Patrick's, right? It's it's and then there's that guy Johnny. He plays the old 50s and 60s rock and roll. That's a channel I like a lot. He was
Yeah,
on tonight, actually. I didn't go on his stream because I was wanted to come over and yours, right? He does a Monday night stream and a Saturday night stream, I believe.
Well,
There's another.
you're streaming again, right, Bob? And so's Randy is too. Man.
There's no interest in me streaming, so
Oh, bullshit, man! You guys were talking. I was hanging out, man.
the first time, yeah, fine, right? But that was just everybody being nice to the old guy.
I don't think so, man.
No, I was looking forward to it last week, and then you didn't have it, and then Aaron didn't
Well, I
have
haven't
his for the
figured out.
last
I,
month.
I'm all about the music and the conversation like's happening here, but I'd like to play the music low while we're rapping and shit like that, right? But I haven't figured out how to do it yet, right? I'll do a couple of tests maybe and check it out that way, right? But after I mean that's some of them streams we did, I deleted them later because when I played them back. I left them up, but when I played them back and I'm listening to the sound, coming out of, to me for the music and shit like that, I holy fuck, this is terrible, right? And then there was one where there was one of the first ones there was screeching all the time and shit like that, and oh yeah, and John, Bip Bop Boom, he says, "Oh no, it's screeching, I'm out of here," right?
Yeah, I like John. He's honest. He's like, you know what? See you later, guys.
He watches his step. He really does. He tries to. He don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I see that all the time. Earlier on, he was retracting things he was saying because he was worried it might hurt somebody's feelings. Everybody does that, right? Well, I don't. if I hurt I didn't mean to. I ain't here to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just here to have fun.
John always reminds me of that guy, like you're at a bar and you say something stupid and he just looks at you and slaps the shit out of you.
Yeah, well, no, I give you a warning. I give you a warning. You watched till 3:30, did you, Bipper? Oh, that was later when I come back on. Me and Randy. That was after what the hell's his name left?
Charlie?
No, Boomer. No, it was Charlie. You come on later. Charlie stayed, and as soon as what the hell's his name? Fucking Ron, Rockin' Ronnie. As soon as he left.
Too long for those who grieve, and time is too short for those that laugh.
That's a good album, man.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to work it out.
And love is too slow for those who wait, and love is too swift for those who fear. Love is too long.
You did that on StreamYard, did you? Wow, I'll be damned. I didn't know you could do that unless you paid money or something. See, that's just it. I haven't checked it all out yet. I should read up on one of them. Instead of winging it, I should. They've got videos of teaching you how to operate this crap, right? I should have checked that out.
I would never bring Charlie up on my stream unless I needed a translator.
Well, he's going to get a booster. Remember, who was it showed the booster? It was Anthony, AJK or something like that. He showed Charlie a booster. You can boost your signal, right? It's just a little plug-in thing, like a cigarette package. You plug the damn thing in and it boosts your signal.
Yeah.
And they're not that expensive or something like that. And he had two of them. AJK, what's his name? Anthony, he was saying anyhow. And so that's all Charlie's got to do, and he won't be,
Yeah. See what Sean said, Bob?
What?
Read the comment, Bob.
Hey, you were doing great, Bobby.
Well, yeah. I wasn't satisfied.
See, look at this. Look what John says.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not satisfied, and that sorry guys, but I got to be satisfied.
Be right back.
Well, what didn't you like about it, Bob?
The sound.
You had echo problems.
Well, it wasn't just that; it was too loud for me because of my ears. Like it was too loud coming from my speakers. The music, because I play the music on MP3s or CDs that I made myself, right, or other CDs, right. So it's coming through my speakers, and then I got my camera, which is like a foot from the speakers, and it's just a little too close for a feedback or something, right. But I can adjust levels or something like that. I'll figure it out for Christ's sakes.
Why don't you? If you just wore headphones, you wouldn't have
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
problem.
I ain't wearing headphones. I got headphones, Sensi's or whatever they're called. They're worth almost $300, mind you.
That'll
But
fix you up. That's all you need, Bob.
I got a mic. Nothing was working, and then I went and I had this old mic laying around. And when I plugged that in, all of a sudden, my problems were a little bit, a lot less, right? But I
Yeah.
got like three or four different mics that are used here, and I just got to figure which one's the right one.
Just do like Randy and go live like 18 times in a row. You'll work it out.
See, Bipper saying Bobby's microphone picks up the speakers. I had the speakers way too loud, is what I did. I could move the camera, but
Nah. Turn the speakers down or put your headphones on and you'll be good.
I very seldom use headphones. I just blast away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, my big 3-0 anniversary is tomorrow. Can you believe that?
What?
30 years married?
Yeah.
No shit, eh?
Yeah.
What is that? What is it? What paper for 1 year? 25 years is a.
It's nothing. I lucked out, man.
Well, you can look it up. I'll look it up for you. Actually, I'll tell you right now what you're supposed to buy. Let's see.
Quiet, Randy.
Son of a bitch.
30th
I hope she can't hear you, man.
year anniversary gift. There we go. Pearl.
Thank you, Jenna A.
Pearl.
John.
You gotta get her a string of pearls.
Oh, I'll give her some pearls.
Oh boy. Stepped right in that one.
It's like Andrew Dice Clay said, get out.
Get out of here.
He was a crude one, man, but he was good,
Yeah, he was bad. I remember seeing him on HBO on that Rodney Dangerfield show. Remember? Yeah. First time I saw him was on that show. I was like, this fucking guy's insane.
Really? First time?
Yeah, it was back in the 80s. You remember that Dangerfield show that was on HBO?
Yeah, that was good.
I knew him before that, when he first come out, like Carson and all of that. He was hilarious. My favorite thing with him, though, was Caddyshack. And me being a golfer, I mean, he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The putters, the way he acted at the clubhouse.
Look at that.
Clubhouse. Oh, God.
Look at that hat, man. You get a free bowl of soup with that? Yeah, he was great, man. If you think about it, Dangerfield and Dice were so close to each other. I mean, there's skits, the jokes, same thing.
Andrew Clay Dice, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, he's a filthy pig, that guy.
That's what we're talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. He was just an older or a younger generation of Rodney Dangerfield, if you think
Oh,
about
but
it.
Rodney wasn't like that. Fred Fox was like that, but he insults Andrew Dice Clay insults people, right? And that are there, sitting right in front of him is what he does, right? And that got old. Like, he was funny for the first little while and all of that, but that got pretty old real quick. Eh?
My wife, She told me she wanted to make love in the back seat. She wanted me to drive. I get no respect. He's great, man. Dangerfield's jokes were the best.
I had a Rodney Danger, robot Omatron that actually told jokes and moved around, with a little bit of laughter track too. A guy gave it to me, a kid gave it to me because I like Rodney Dangerfield. He just wanted to impress me or something. I don't know. And I had it for about a year and a half, and then I was telling a guy over at the bar about it, and he was a Rodney Dangerfield freak, and I got tired of the damn thing, right? So I said, I'll bring it over to you tomorrow or the day after. I come in, I brought it over to him, and I sold it to him for $20, and it was worth like 60 or 70. I was just the guy was okay, right? But anyhow, he loved it. He just for the next couple of days he was over at the bar on the outside patio with the Rodney Dangerfield. He had a pocket full of batteries too, right? Just pressing the button all the time, right?
That thing's probably worth a ton of money now.
I'll tell you what, it was the year and a half I had it. It had an awful lot of brown smoke from hash and grass and cigarettes on it, right? It needed a dry cleaning. Rodney was in his normal black suit, white shirt and tie, right? Red tie, right?
He always did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got better as he got older. I seen his early shit like on Carson. It's pretty good, but when he loosens up later on, he really gets his rhythm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot of really good ones, I mean, all kinds of them. Them early guys, they were fantastic. Way better than what's the name of it? Robin. It was one of the popular. He committed suicide recently.
Oh, Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And a lot of these new guys, these old guys, they were. The one-liners were just incredible, right? Even somebody like Jack Benny, for Christ's sakes, with the George Burns, Gracie Allen, right?
Yeah, you're right, John.
Right.
Yeah, throwing off Eddie Murphy. Yeah, he was good though. Eddie Murphy was pretty good.
I showed my mom a clip of from History of the World. You know the Mel Brooks one?
Oh yeah.
When he comes out from behind the mountain and he's got the 15 commandments. my mom never saw it. I showed her. She goes, they could never get away with that nowadays, could they? I said, no, not really, no.
Yeah. That even now, right? I actually put that scene in a video, one of my music videos or something like that, right?
It's so fucking good, man. It is so 10 commandments.
Well, the guy was like a genius and shit like that, comedic wise. He really was. Everybody's seen Blazing Saddles. Well, a lot of people, right? And them guys sitting around the campfire all farting, getting up.
That was great.
And so many other scenes, right? Oh fuck,
What you doing, Chris? Why don't you come on up, pussy? Chris likes to hide in the background, talk shit. Come on up, Chris.
Shit.
Yeah, talk shit. I think he supports Hitler. I think that's what that means. It's code.
Hitler on ice. Oh my K.
Storm the Capitol now.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I figured I'd jump on for a little bit and play a little music.
Yeah, you were kind of pissed off, or I don't know what it was. You were all, you weren't feeling it. I'll put it to you that way, right?
No, I got to be inspired. You know what I mean?
What inspired you?
That I haven't done it for like a month, I guess.
I remember making fun of you not doing one a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I set it up probably like 4 times, and then I make it the next day, and then the next day I'd be like, fuck this, man.
Well, you don't want to feel obligated. That's for goddamn sure.
No, that's why. Fuck
Yeah.
it. But I did want to chill out with you
That's
guys
why.
for a while.
That's why I actually one of the reasons I canceled that where I put the cancel sign up when I was supposed to come on the Thursday at 8 o'clock. I said to myself, Bobby, do you want to be obligated to show up every Thursday at 8 o'clock? Your fishing season's coming on. You got screwed up hours right now. Anyhow, I don't know. So if I'm feeling it or something like that, I'll just jump in.
Yeah, that's the best way. Just
Could
throw
be
them
any
off.
old time. Could be any old time of the day or anything like that, right?
You make
Yeah.
them come back for more. You know.
Yeah. How you, Randy? You got your shit worked out yet or no?
You know, I did, and I tried it the other day, and I don't know what it is, what the communication is. It wouldn't show my cam. People said they could hear me, but I just get this blue screen. You know, it says cam with a slash going through it.
All
I
right.
tried
You
everything.
gotta hit the cam when you go. You don't go on StreamYard, though, do you, Randy? You
No.
use.
Just YouTube. That's what
Yeah,
everybody's saying. Just get
I
StreamYard.
tried it once. I tried the YouTube one about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I had more or less the same thing. And I already knew how to use StreamYard, so I said, "Well, fuck this."
Yeah.
StreamYard is a lot easier, and the way like Aaron, you don't pay for this, Aaron. This is the free one you use.
No, interesting. Yeah, no. Here's what happened.
Yeah,
I've
no.
been-
What do you mean?
I've been paying the $26 for like a year now
What for
So-
StreamYard?
for StreamYard. Yeah. So what I did was last week I went to cancel, and when I went to cancel, they said, "Oh no, don't leave. We'll give it to you for 10. We'll give you all the things you got with your premium, but we'll just stick this little tiny logo up there instead of the duck." So so I'm saving, it's down $10 from 26.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The duck's not here.
Well, that's why
Yeah,
you had.
The logo is just
Yeah.
the text, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Big deal.
I
16
don't-
bucks.
Yeah. Well, 10 instead of 26.
Right.
And not only that, he can also up like he showed that the band up there, and he was playing some music for. He could go to another site on the internet,
Yeah.
YouTube or whatever. You can't do that on the free one. At least I haven't found out how to do it. And
Now, I don't know. Are you
kinds of
using OBS or are you using Slobs? What are you using, Randy? You try to use
OBS.
OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's OBS?
It's just a streaming software.
Yeah.
It's free, but
It's not
it's
easy.
not
It's
working,
not easy
yeah.
at first, Like
No.
I had a lot of help picking up when I first used OBS.
Yeah.
You can use OBS and stream just fine, but you just don't get to have anybody up with you. But you don't pay a
Right.
dime. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that the one you had originally, Aaron?
I have Streamlab OBS. So I have what they call Slobs. He has OBS. I like Streamlab OBS because it's a little easier for me to pick up than regular OBS.
Well, there was one that I was watching. I don't know when it was, last year or whatever, that I would get reminders to go over to some other goddamn. It wasn't on YouTube. It was someplace else, and you were having streams over there, right?
Yeah, Twitch. Yeah.
And you were saying because you don't get shut down because of the music you're playing, right?
Right.
The
No,
reason
you don't.
I went over there.
Yeah.
You
Right.
invited me to go over there and give it a shot. Nah, I says, I'll just stick with the YouTube shit, right? I'm not on anything else. I'm not on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I'm not on nothing. The only thing I'm on is YouTube.
Yeah.
For
That Randy?
What's that?
What'd you say?
Oh no, JJ was saying about the brawl, that Michigan game last night.
I
Jeez.
don't know.
The coach decked the opposite coach, it got it pretty ugly.
was this hockey?
No, the Michigan basketball.
Basketball.
Oh, cool. That sounds cool. Basketball fight? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was like the teams were like surrounded, together.
Don't you just love it? One of them basketball
And,
fights where you get one of the fans and he's going to the basketball. Come on up here. Come on up here. And the guy's 6'8", 300 pounds, and the guy comes up there and pounds the living shit out of him.
But this was the coach,
just love
man. The
that.
coach reached over and hit the assistant coach, on the other team, and it just got a little bit out of control. He's going to get suspended big time, if not lose.
Thrown out. They ought to throw.
Yeah.
If you can't control yourself, you're gone, because there's lots of replacements, all kinds of replacements.
Mhm.
That's the only way you get rid of shit like that, right? Players, coaches, doesn't matter who or what.
Yep.
Hard love.
Yep.
People learn in a hurry.
Speaking of hard love, I'm going to call it a night.
Adios.
Well, thanks
Been
for
good.
having us, brother.
I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Everybody, like 15 people, and I kind of kept to, those people all night. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. I really do, man. I'll come back again. Who knows? Sometime soon. And I'll play some more tunes for you, and we'll talk some more. So thanks, Bobby and Randy, Chris, John, JJ, Nick, MZ, Jenny, Dave. Thank you, Nick, again for hanging out. I love it when you stop by, man. I'll see you soon. I'll be inspired again soon. I'll be back. Take care, guys.